Well, NASCAR's legal department has its hands full ahead of the Daytona 500, so NASCAR filed an appeal against two race teams yesterday. Well, company lawyers argue a federal judge was wrong when he recognized 2311 and Front Row Motorsports as chartered teams this season. Both teams are claiming NASCAR is violating antitrust laws. In December, a federal judge issued a preliminary injunction allowing both to compete as the lawsuit moves forward. They also previously denied NASCAR's request to dismiss the case, so last night was the deadline for NASCAR to submit its appeal. Let's bring in Chief Legal Analyst RHODES to this conversation. Khalif, I have a lot of questions right here for you, so I'm telling you we're going to try and get through all of these. But first, for everybody to catch up on everything, let's take a deeper dive on this case. So what are chartered agreements, and why does NASCAR think that the team should be recognized, not be recognized as such?
Think franchise, like in NFL, NBA. You have owners like Jerry Jones that owns the Dallas Cowboys. He would be a franchisee of the NFL who owns the licenses to all of the NFL, and then they just get an opportunity to be a franchise within that sport. These charters are the exact same thing. The only thing I can say is different with charters is that they have these additional requirements, performance standards. You got to meet those, marketing standards. A lot of things that they're adding on top of there is exactly what's at the crux of this lawsuit. But in a nutshell, if you're thinking of it from a 50-foot view, it's just like a franchise in any other sport.
Okay, just so we can understand now here, so why are both teams saying that NASCAR violated antitrust laws?
Well, what they're alleging is that NASCAR fixed prices, that NASCAR makes it unfair for competition by restricting and allowing them to only come through this charter system and requiring that they go through it in this manner. They're saying that competition is stalled, and in any of these things like the Sherman Antitrust Act, they're there specifically to ensure that competition is healthy, that you want to ensure that competition is fair. That for any of this market to work, for it to be a free market, it has to be a fair competition. And what they're saying is this isn't fair. This is setting it up to fail. These actual performance standards that you have, these marketing standards specifically, don't allow us to be profitable. And so making us have to do these standards is really, we're not making any money doing it.
All right, so do you think the appeal was the right move by NASCAR?
I mean, it's a yes and no. I mean, looking at the case, I think the judge got that portion right. And you have to look at what the standard for a preliminary injunction is. And I've went over this a number of times here in this studio, but it's here. Likelihood of success on the merits, weighing the evidence, and then it's irreparable harm. So the judge has to go through those three set steps. And if he believes that they will be successful, they as in Michael Jordan and the other team, if he believes that it's likelihood that it weighs in the public interest of them ruling in favor of the non-moving party. And then the last part is there irreparable harm? Is it money can fix this, or is this something that money can't fix? The judge said that he could do that. But answering your question, do I think this is the right thing? That's the right thing if you think the judge got it wrong. Right. If you're on the other side of a decision that you think is wrong, the only other recourse you do is let the clock expire, you lose your opportunity to appeal, or you file that appeal. And you can guarantee they were having these conversations, and you look and see why it took so long, because they were probably going through and saying, well, is it worth us fighting this?
Yeah.
How much is it going to cost us to make this appeal? Do we have a likelihood of being successful down the road? And if you go back to the original judge, the judge is saying it's likely that Michael Jordan is going to be successful. That's why he grants the preliminary injunction.
Okay, you have 20 seconds. I got two more questions. So will this impact the Daytona 500 qualifying race? And then also, when can we see a decision?
I don't think it'll affect it because he granted the preliminary injunction. They won't be able to give an answer on that before that. So I don't believe there will be time for it to affect that. Then the other question in terms of when we'll see a decision, it really just depends on the amount of evidence that the judge has to go over. This was the deadline for them to submit briefs. The judge will have to review the briefs. They'll have to have oral argument, or at some point have some discussion on that. And if that takes longer than it's time for them to be able to have this impact on this season, it won't occur.
All right. RHODES, we appreciate you. See, we got them all in. I had like 10 questions for you.
Feel
Looking
like
over at my
NASCAR
notes,
driver.
right? Yeah, I know you do feel right. Going looking fast.